the Spirit. What you've got to do is be so in tune with the Spirit. J.I. Packer, who passed away just recently, former professor up in Vancouver at Regent College, wrote a book, Keeping in Step with the Spirit. And that's exactly it, right? You don't want to run ahead of the Spirit. You don't want to be lagging behind the Spirit. You want to be keeping in step with the Spirit. To do that, going back to what we were talking earlier, you have to be quiet. You've got to be still, even in your own heart. And in those moments, when you feel prompted to say something, you got to do a quick check. Is that the Spirit leading me? Is that my own ego leading me? And man, if it's anything other than the Spirit, you want to shut that down. You want to bite your tongue and hold back. But if it is the Spirit, then Lord, open my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
Right. And it's just like this show, Metal Talk, Wildman and Steve. I'm constantly trying to keep up with you, Steve.
Well, you know what? Listen, as long as we're talking about what really matters, that's the only thing that's important.
Yes, I would agree with that. Ladies and gentlemen, here is What Really Matters by Roehrborn and Stawinski.
Metal Talk with Wildman and Steve.
It's 2 a.m. in the morning, lights flashing in my eyes. The silence of the night disappears with the sounds of children's cries. Fire rages before me. I see a father hold his family tight. Through tears he softly tells them, "You're all that really matters tonight."
What Really Matters by Roehrborn, Stawinski, and I would encourage everyone with this band that we are featuring. It is at Roehrborn S, Roehrborns. And from there, you will be able to click on their Spotify album. They are on Spotify. And they're just a band that we would recommend. It's great to be able to promote bands out there that are giving us solid rock music with great quality and with a great gospel message.
Well,
So, Steve,
go ahead. Just talk about the music for just a moment. I was saying to you before the start of the show tonight. To me, those first two songs, to me, there was a strong Foreigner feel. The band Foreigner, the opening, first song just had such a killer bass line. Opening that up. I was even saying the second song that we played, to me, could have been featured on Miami Vice. There was a segment of that just would have been part of that moody, nighttime music of Miami Vice. And of course, the song that we just heard, such a great ballad. So these guys clearly got their musical foundation from where it belongs in the 80s. And they're doing great stuff.
Yes, absolutely. The greatest decade that ever existed. So, Steve, can you do me a favor? We're going to start a new segment of the show. I didn't talk to you about this before, and I'm sorry I didn't get approval from you or from our producer, Sam, the man behind the curtain. By the way, we do have Sam with us tonight. He's behind the curtain in his suite office here at Wildman Steve Enterprises, 100-floor building on the Wildman Steve campus. And the new segment is this, Steve. It's time now to read our fans' comments. So, Steve, those who have been listening live, read for me their comments, please.
Okay, let me pull this one up. All right, so this is from Sally in Waukegan. And Sally writes, Wildman and Steve, you guys are the living end. 23 Skidoo, I really love you. Wow, thanks, Sally. We appreciate that. Then let's see, we've got Bob from Pensacola. Bob from Pensacola says, I thought this was a podcast about power tools. So far, I haven't heard anything about power tools. What's up with that? Hey, Bob, sorry to disappoint you on that. Maybe you metal talk, you kind of misunderstood there, but this is actually something different.
Right. And Sam just had to message us. Our producer just said that our building grew by 2 floors. Evidently, he's not paying much attention because there was a memo that went out, everything. They were putting the 2 new floors on for your office and my office up at the top of Wildman and Steve Enterprises. So yeah. I take that to mean that we didn't get very many comments tonight, did we, Steve?
Oh, what, you thought I was making that stuff up?
Well, I mean, okay. Let's just say you weren't. Let's just go with that. You weren't making it up. That means we got what? 2 comments?
2 comments. And in fact, yes. I was making that up, which means we got 0 comments.
Okay, so I'll tell you why. Do you know why we did not get any comments tonight on the live show?
Because people are just so entranced that they can't. Their fingers don't even work to send us comments.
That could be part of it. I am thinking and under the impression that they are all leaving us a review.
Oh, you don't mean at ratethispodcast.com/CCR, do you?
Yes, I do. I believe they are there right now. And I believe that the reason that we haven't seen a lot of them come through, this is probably true with the comments too, they just are still proofreading their review.
I think that's true. They realize such a quality show as this deserves quality comment. And so they want to make sure they've crafted a fine message to leave us at ratethispodcast.com/CCR.
Yes, and I'd like to thank everyone out there for listening. We really appreciate you, and we are looking forward to next time.
You bet, everybody. Thanks for listening. And if you want to find out more about this podcast and everything else that we do, check us out at wildmanandsteve.com.
Metal Talk.